Welcome back to Weekly Reflections with Salt and Mugs.
Salt, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. We got the cozy fireplace in the background. We're chilling.
We got Thanksgiving week. Life is good.
Life is great. How are you feeling this Thanksgiving week?
I'm just really grateful. I'm really happy. I'm really at peace. Loving Lemoyne and having a good time.
Yeah. We were talking off camera. Me and Mugs were just talking about like trucking, but also getting in a camper and just traveling. I think more people should do that.
I encourage young people to do a semester abroad. And to do a semester abroad in a country where you don't speak the language. Learn Italian, learn French, learn Spanish.
Yeah.
Don't go to Australia and Ireland and just drink beer the whole time. I mean, but really it broadens your awareness of the world to really travel.
Yeah.
And to really especially to get around this country. Mm-hmm. Understand what's going on in this country. You should really get off the coasts and get into the heartland, talk to people, meet people.
You've been overseas?
I was in Chile for 3 years as a young Jesuit, which was mind-boggling the way it expands your understanding of so many things. And then I was 9 months in Australia.
What was your experience like in Chile? And then we'll get to Australia.
Well, Chile was a very difficult time of their history. Pinochet, the dictator, had taken over in 1973. And I was there 1981 to 1984 when there was beginning to be some pressure mounted against his regime, because it was a very cutthroat regime. I mean, they murdered 30,000 people the first week when he took over. Wow. And the resistance began, so then the repression in those times was very heavy. But the church was really the one institution that could kind of stand up to it. And I taught in a high school in Osorno and spent a year in Santiago, 2 years in a high school in Osorno and a year in Santiago. And the Chilean people are just great. They really kind of culturally, they like foreigners.
Okay.
Unlike what's going on in our country a little bit right now among some people. Chileans, they're so isolated in the world, they're way down in the middle of nowhere, that they like foreigners. They like Americans. They weren't real happy with the American government in those years because we were supporting Pinochet. But they were very nice to me. They were very wonderfully warm and friendly people. And the country itself is just beautiful. I was in the southern part of Chile, which is kind of like the Alps and Washington State wrapped together.
And it's hot, right? Or no?
No. Down there, it's very chilly.
Oh, it is. No pun intended.
It never really gets freezing cold, but they don't have any indoor heat.
Oh.
So I would teach, and all the kids, we'd all be in parkas with gloves on. It rains all the time in Osorno. It rains 300 days a year. But it's a nice climate because it never just stays gray for days on end. The sun comes out, like Syracuse, the sun comes out most days. And then when it's not raining, the cold weather comes off the South Pole and it gets really chilly.
Oh, no.
But, and then the summertime it can get hot.
Were they big on like family and
huge on family?
That's like their...
I was surprised. I love the movie E.T.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
The Chileans really did not like it. They felt that the mother was made to be a fool. They felt that it was really disrespectful of family values because the kids, like American kids, were running the show and the adults had no idea what was going on. There was really, culturally, they really did not like E.T. It was surprising.
Wow.
It just shows that, the teenager in Chile overall in those years, did not rebel against his parents. Now, I was in Osorno. Osorno's kind of like Nebraska. It's kind of,
okay.
Santiago might have been a little different. But basically, even in the high school, I was a profesor jefe, a homeroom teacher. And the kids would come to you if the class was not getting along with the teacher. The kids really were very uncomfortable if the relationships between the teacher and the students were not friendly and not happy and not fun. This idea that, kids would mistreat teachers, that just didn't compute for them. They wanted to have a good school. They wanted to have a good time. And they were really smart. To be on the chess club in Chile is as impressive as being the captain of the football team. I mean, although they love their soccer. But it was just a wonderful experience as a young man to learn another language, to see the church in a very different light, in a very different situation. The American culture, and I'm not saying this pejoratively, it's just a fact, is very Protestant. The Protestant type of Christianity really influences American culture. In Latin America, of course, it's a Catholic culture. So family, community, is really big.
Yeah, what are the biggest differences between Protestant and Catholicism?
Well, Jesus comes. A church formed. For 1,500 years, it's basically the Catholic Church, the Roman Church, the Greek Orthodox. But in 1,500, Martin Luther comes along and says the Catholic Church is all messed up, which it kind of was. And he says everybody should read their own Bible, everybody should make up their own mind. So Protestant Christianity is very much geared towards the individual's understanding of his or her relationship with God.
Really?
And the Catholic understanding is much more the community's relationship with God.
I never knew that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's something that has strengths and weaknesses on both sides. If it's too much community, the individual gets squashed. If it's too individual, the community never forms. So to keep the balance, to keep the relationship good and right is a challenge for all institutions and societies.
That's so interesting. And then what about your experience in Australia? How was that?
Well, I was there for 9 months in what's called tertianship. I was there in the year 2000. And I was there for 9 months. It's the period of formation for a Jesuit when after ordination, after serving as a priest for several years, you're told to go off and redo the 30-day retreat and reignite the fires, get back to what this is all about. And it really was a wonderful time in Australia. Again, people in Australia are super friendly. I got sent to a little town called Swan Hill for a few weeks. Nobody locks their doors. Everybody stops work at 5 o'clock. Everybody just goes around. It's like living in college,
Wow,
You just people invite you for dinner. I was directing retreats there, and people, really want to know God. They want to understand the differences and challenges of our times. They were really smart people in Australia. In our country at that point, I was writing a lot of op-ed pieces for Philadelphia Inquirer, South Jersey Courier Post, and they had to be like 800 words, maybe 900 if you were lucky. Nowadays, op-ed pieces are 500 words, and nobody reads any of the newspapers anymore. In Australia, op-ed pieces are 1,200 words, 1,500 words. They had TV shows where people would speak for a minute, and then a person would respond for a minute and a half, and the other two people would respond for 2 minutes. We have like these 15-second sound bites. So Australia was, in 2000, it seemed to be like the United States in the 1960s in many ways.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the beauty of the country, the universal global perspective that Australia has. Australia was way ahead of everybody on climate change because they were the ones who were hurt most by the climate change and the more heat in the atmosphere, the ozone layer back in the day. They have a horrible time with skin cancer there. And it's a very sunny country. It's just bathed in sunlight all the time, but there can be too much sunlight.
Did you see any kangaroos?
No, but I did see a lot of fun animals. And the weirdest thing was I was based in Sydney at a Jesuit house, and this is kind of a normal lawn. It's kind of a neighborhood. And we were told there was a spider on the property that if it bit you could kill you. I mean, like, this is like urban environment. How can you have a spider? They got some really dangerous animals down there.
Yeah, and I heard big spiders too.
Oh yeah, the crocodiles. Not that I got near any of them.
I'm straight on that. What is your favorite part about Thanksgiving? Or the season of Thanksgiving?
It's just such a, in some ways, non-commercial celebration. You don't got to worry about getting out and buying people gifts, which is nice for Christmas. But for Thanksgiving, it's just family, football, food, fun, faith. I mean, it's a couple days where everything just kind of stops.
Right.
Especially on a college campus. I mean, this place is going to empty out tomorrow.
I know. It already is slowly wiggling.
Right.
I'm like,
man. You get caught up on things. You can do a little writing. You can do a lot of reading, watch a lot of football. Maybe get some exercise. I should get on the treadmill. Try to do something about the 6,000 calories I'll eat on Thursday. And then I just love the chance to connect to people. I'm not going to go anywhere this year, but I seem to text everybody I know on Thanksgiving morning. I sit there and watch a parade on TV, and I just send out the Johnny Cash Thanksgiving song or something. And they actually Google the Johnny Cash Thanksgiving song. That's a really beautiful song.
I gotta play that.
I just love that we stop and pay attention to all we've received. Too often we think we're controlling our life. Too often we think we ought to be in control of our life. And actually, everything we have comes from somebody else, from something else. We don't make our own clothing. We don't grow our own food. We don't build our own buildings. I mean, we are part of a society, of a community that gives us everything. And our families should be like that, where everybody realizes how much we give one another as a family. That's where I really challenge teenagers. Don't be miserable teenagers. I mean, you're lucky to have a place to sleep at night. You're lucky to have people feeding you and loving you. And we can get things distorted when we get too individualistic, when we get too, caught up in ourselves rather than focused on the other, and that's what Thanksgiving really does. And the other thing I always mention, because most people don't know this, Thanksgiving was named a national holiday by Abraham Lincoln in 1863 in the midst of the Civil War, which was a horrible, horrible time. He realized that we needed something as a country, as a community, to stop and give thanks to God, despite it all. And that's really interesting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's your before we end? What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
If I can, and if I am somewhere, and if I can orchestrate this, because I'll go to Wegmans and do it. On Thanksgiving, you have to eat apple pie, you have to eat pumpkin pie, and you got to eat blueberry pie.
Okay.
And vanilla ice cream on all of them, or chocolate chip mint, green chocolate chip mint ice cream on all of them.
That's great. That's a dessert. But what about main dish?
Do you have to eat a main dish? Can't you
I
just
guess
eat all
not.
dessert? No, I love the whole thing. I love the turkey. I love the mashed potatoes.
Mac and
I like
cheese.
the green beans with the way they do green beans at Thanksgiving with the is it French onion stuff on it and green.
You talking about collard greens or
No, just it's kind of dish that I don't know. I always get wherever I should to go.
Okay.
The sweet potatoes with the marshmallows.
Oh yeah, those be hitting.
The nuts beforehand, the cheese and crackers, the grapes.
Stuffing? You a stuffing guy?
I'm not huge on stuffing. I mean, I'll eat it,
Okay.
but I'll take the potatoes over the stuffing.
Yeah.
I'm Irish.
Facts. What about out of those three pies, which one is your favorite?
Oh, that's like asking what's your favorite child, what's your favorite gospel. I mean, but
I'm not a huge pumpkin guy.
Probably blueberry.
Blueberry? I don't think I've had a blueberry pie. I've had apple. Apple's my
Somebody
favorite.
else said they never had blueberry pie. How could you have never had a blueberry pie?
Because I'm always choosing apple.
Go get a piece of blueberry pie with some vanilla ice cream on it. It's heaven.
It is good. Okay, and if you want to leave the viewers with one final message for Thanksgiving this week.
Pause and enjoy this time. Be here now. Just savor the wonder of life and existence. Realize that all is gift and that we are called to share our gifts with one another, which is really what we do at Thanksgiving so well. So many people sharing food, sharing the sustenance of life together.
Yes, that's beautiful. Well, that's going to do it for today. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And we want to give a huge thanks to LCTV for making this podcast possible here in the studio space, to the Carroll College of Arts and Sciences, to the Grace Center for making this possible, and to Put God's First, whose support helps to make this podcast run each and every week. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Grace Center and LCTV in the links below so you never miss out. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope all is blessed. See you guys next week.
God bless you all.
God bless you all.